knowing how much Megan was loved.
Yes, it did. And she touched a lot of people. And not only in her life, but her story has touched a lot of people since then.
That's all for this edition of Dateline. We'll see you again Friday at 9, 8 Central. And of course, I'll see you each weeknight for NBC Nightly News. I'm Lester Holt. For all of us at NBC News, good night.
Live on NBC 12, this is Newswatch 12 at 10.
Good evening. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. Today, Northwood small business owners gathered in Rhinelander for an economic summit. The Oneida County Economic Development Corporation hosted the event at the Pines Event Center. The organization's executive director, Jeff Verduren, said that with businesses re-expanding in the post-pandemic era, he hopes to offer them a financial helping hand.
Now we've got a lot of businesses that are starting to expand again, to grow again. We've got a lot of folks coming up to the Northwoods, and they need help. And they need help from the standpoint of financing. They need help from the standpoint of education. So that's really what our role is and what this seminar is about.
Representative Tom Tiffany and State Senator Mary Felskowski attended the event today. Verduren was glad to see elected officials attend the event so they could see the struggles and successes of local business.
It is really important to understand that the value of small businesses here in our county and how that they can help them as our elected officials in terms of changing the landscape for the workforce as an example, housing, childcare also affects the workforce. So that's what we're looking for those to answer some questions today.
Help with your small business, you can visit the Oneida County Economic Development Corporation's website at ocedc.org.
Jeff, it's a cool night out there. Feels like fall.
You know, the average high is 60. We did 65 today, but tomorrow, high temperatures in the 40s.
I think we're going to be below average this weekend, maybe.
It's going to be a cool weekend with some sunshine, though, outside. To check out high temperatures we had earlier. Only in the 60s across much north central Wisconsin. There were a couple low 70s across eastern Wisconsin this afternoon. But overall, though, we're in good shape for tonight in terms of precipitation. But tomorrow, there is some more rain showers in the forecast. Right now, though, we're at 51 in Rhinelander, also for Merrill, 50 for Indigo, so we're cooling off rather quickly now. Most of us will have low temperatures in the low 40s across the area tonight. Now, there are still a couple light sprinkles or a couple showers out there, not a big deal. We'll get a break in this action tonight, but the actual low pressure system is over here. It's right there. So that's going to kind of rotate across our area for tomorrow, likely keeping the chance for a couple showers in the forecast through tomorrow into tomorrow night. In fact, the games tomorrow night will likely get wet across north central Wisconsin. Our forecast, though, for tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies, a couple of sprinkles out there with low temperatures down near 43. Your full forecast is coming up, Jessica.
Classes at all Anago schools were canceled today following a bomb threat which was made against the district overnight. The Unified School District of Anago received the bomb threat through email. District leaders had law enforcement sweep the middle and high schools as well as all 3 Anago elementary schools in response to that threat. Classes were canceled for an abundance of caution and because of overlap with students arriving at school. The district is planning on resuming school tomorrow.
Wood County sheriffs have confirmed the identity of a man's remains found in Port Edwards last year. The department used DNA samples to verify that the body of Paul Christian of Wapaka was found along the Wisconsin River on July 19th of 2022. Sheriff's deputies have met with the family of Christian and learned that they had not seen him in several years. The investigation is still active, and the agency is asking the public if they have any information about why Christian was in the Wisconsin Rapids Port Edwards area. Anyone with information should contact the Wood County Sheriff's Department.
A man illegally brought a loaded handgun into the Wisconsin Capitol yesterday, demanding to see Governor Tony Evers. He returned later that night with an assault rifle. The man, who has not been named, approached the governor's office around 2 p.m. yesterday. He was taken into custody for openly carrying a firearm in the Capitol. The man was booked into the Dane County Jail but later posted bail. He returned to the outside of the Capitol shortly before 9 p.m. with a loaded assault-style rifle. He again demanded to see the governor and was taken into custody. Governor Evers thanked Capitol Police with quickly dealing with the incident.
Yeah, I'm okay. The Capitol, to the credit, the Capitol Police took control of the situation, and so it's over. But yeah, it's always something that is things you don't want to see happen.
Madison police reported the armed man was taken into protective custody and taken to the hospital.
The Republican leader of the Wisconsin Assembly says he will not pursue impeaching Wisconsin's nonpartisan top elections official. Today, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos told WKOW that he will wait until a judge determines if the Republican-controlled Senate had the authority to vote to fire Wisconsin Elections Commission Administrator Megan Wolf. This comes a day after the Republican president of the state Senate called on the Assembly to impeach Wolf. Vos says he believes that if the court rules there is a vacancy in office, lawmakers should move to appoint a replacement for Wolf rather than impeach her. Wolf has been targeted by election skeptics who falsely claim she rigged the vote in 2020.
The House of Representatives is without a speaker right now after 8 Republicans joined all Democrats to vote Kevin McCarthy out. Northern Wisconsin's congressman has not decided yet who he will support as the next Speaker of the House. Representative Tom Tiffany of Minocqua attended today's Northwoods Economic Summit in Rhinelander. Tiffany told WJFW the House should be spending time on important issues, not on who is Speaker. He and all the other Wisconsin Republicans supported McCarthy during the vote on Tuesday.
I voted to keep him. I thought he was doing a pretty good job. I had, some concerns with a few things, but on balance, I thought we were moving in the right directions, especially in regards to the appropriations process.
Appropriation bills determine funding for government functions like the Department of Homeland Security. For the Speaker position, 3 people have expressed interest: Jim Jordan of Ohio, Steve Scalise of Louisiana, and Kevin Hearn of Oklahoma. Tiffany says he'll support the person whose goals align with his.
I'm more focused on what they want to do. I'm not worried so much about the who. I want to know what they're going to do. What are they going to do to get us back to fiscal responsibility?
Tiffany said his other goals are bringing down energy costs through energy independence and securing the border. The House will likely vote on a speaker early next week.
The Biden administration has announced that it is waiving 26 federal laws in South Texas in order to allow construction of the border wall to resume. The Department of Homeland Security posted the announcement, announcing the waiving of federal laws such as the Clean Air Act, the Safe Water Drinking Act, and Endangered Species Act for the wall construction in Starr County, Texas, using federal funds appropriated in 2019. The new construction could add up to 20 miles to the existing border wall. About 450 miles of barriers were installed along the border during the Trump administration between 2017 and 2021.
A new airline service is making it easy to get to the theme park capital of the U.S. from central Wisconsin. Today, a water cannon salute welcomed the first Avelo Airlines flight to central Wisconsin Airport. Avelo will have a dedicated service from Orlando to Mosinee. Avelo Airlines will use a Boeing 737 aircraft to run Thursdays and Sundays. The service is being advertised as an affordable and convenient alternative to driving to other larger airports.
We go all the way up from the Northeast to Superior, Eagle River, all the way up into the UP, Milwaukee, Madison. The whole state is covered. So this is great news, not only for central Wisconsin, but for the entire state.
According to a press release, a one-way ticket to Orlando will start at $54. Avelo joins American and Delta Airlines with services to CWA.
The Rhinelander Community Foundation held a dinner tonight to thank their donors and give them an update. The foundation works to move the Rhinelander area forward by focusing charitable giving into important projects. These include the Hodag Park Amphitheater, pickleball courts, and the Hodag Dome. RCF also helps local nonprofits.
We've been granting since 2017, and so we've seen a lot of success helping really over 50 local organizations.
Nearly $1 million has been granted out by RCF. In 2024, RCF is hoping to award at least $60,000 to community partners. The foundation is also hoping to build up its endowments fund so it can continue giving for a long time.
We're always working towards building our endowment up to $1 million. We're currently at about $280,000, so we got a bit of ways to go, but we're always looking to get more donations to get that up to our goal.
To learn more or to donate, go to RhinelanderCommunityFoundation.com. This weekend will be full of activities from Tomahawk to Eagle River.
Coming up, we'll preview an annual event that brings in thousands of people. That's After Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Choose one Hardee's English muffin with cheese, egg, and sausage, ham, or bacon. Then choose another for just $1. English muffin breakfast sandwiches. Now buy one, get one for $1. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
Life moves fast. Take those road trips. Spend afternoons on a boat. Gather around the campfire and create memories without any worries. At Clinner Insurance, your trusted local partner, you're not just a policy number to us, you're a priority. As a company deeply rooted in the Northwoods community, we truly care about the people we serve. With Clinner Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance, you can live life to the fullest, knowing we'll be there for you when you need it most.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Wausau Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
Hi, I'm Carrie from Wittenberg. I lost over 100 pounds and 68 inches. I know the secret. Prior to starting this program, I suffered with chronic migraines, lots of joint aches and pains, didn't have the energy to be the mom that I needed to be. My energy level's back, my confidence is back. I would definitely recommend this program to anyone looking for a change.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
There's a new flavor at Hardee's, Nashville Hot Chicken. Juicy 100% white meat, hand-breaded and seasoned with a spicy kick. Hardee's new Nashville Hot Chicken and Nashville Hot Tenders. Both goodness in the making.
All right, it's Thursday night. A very nice day today. Temperatures back up in the 60s across the region. Tomorrow, that will not be like this, as tomorrow we'll have high temperatures only in the 40s. A second cold front came through today, and now our wind is shifting out of the northwest, and we have much colder air on the way. It's currently 51 in Rhinelander, a west wind at 20 right now, gusting at 25, and a dew point incredibly low, dry air in place at 39 in Rhinelander. Over in Wausau, 54 for you, a southwest wind gusting near 25, and that dew point there of 38. Around the horn, temperatures are, yes, there's blue back on the map. Those of you who wanted this after a hot summer, here it is. We're doing this now, right? With high temperatures in the 60s today, we're going to only recover into the 40s for highs tomorrow, not just tomorrow, for really Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday in there as well, as we have a big pool of cool air right there. And cold air, you know, it's heavy, it's dense, it typically wins the war this time of year as it moves in this direction. So the warm air is saying goodbye. The cooler temperatures are moving in, and it's going to feel a lot like fall around here in north central Wisconsin. Okay, on paper, it looks like this. So 48 tomorrow, 47 Saturday, 49 Sunday. There could be a 50 in there, but overall, well below average temperatures into about Tuesday. Again, the average high being about 60. We're not doing that for a while. Maybe a week from today with a high temperature of 62. So here we go. It's going to be much cooler. Remember last week we had temperatures in the 80s. Not so much this weekend. The game's tomorrow night. So picture this, right? Cloudy skies, a couple of showers in there, a gusty northwest wind, and high temperatures tomorrow in the 40s. It's going to be a bit brisk at the games tomorrow night outside. All right, still a couple showers out there now. Not a big deal at all. We're going to break in the action for tonight, but the actual low is over here. It's going to rotate across Lake Superior tomorrow. As it does so, it can give us a shower at any given time tomorrow. tomorrow, but more likely into tomorrow evening. Nothing heavy or severe, but if you get under one of these tomorrow, you're going to know it with a quick thunder shower across the area. But overall, it's going to bring down a bunch of leaves as well, so be careful driving around with those leaves on the pavement across our region. Our forecast ends tonight, though. Scattered rain showers are out there now. Widely scattered rain showers out there tonight. Look for low temperatures down near 43 and a gusty west wind. For tomorrow, it's Friday. Cloudy and breezy. Scattered rain showers off and on all day long tomorrow. High temperatures reaching for 50. We're probably not going to do it with a gusty west wind near 25 miles per hour. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northport's Furniture and Mattress Shows. Tomorrow's the wet day, the windy day, the kind of crummy day, right? But then look at the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, high temperatures in the 40s with some sunshine. Monday, same story, 46. Tuesday, same story, 50. Back up in the 50s to low 60s by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Dan and Jessica.
Thank you, Jeff. The cranberry is the state fruit of Wisconsin, and every year an event dedicated to that fruit brings in thousands of people to Eagle River. The 43rd annual Cranberry Fest is set to take place at the Vilas County Fairgrounds this weekend, with many activities for visitors to enjoy. This year's festival will run from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sunday.
This is the largest event we hold each year. We are expecting well over 40,000 people to come through this event for the entire weekend.
Volunteers are still needed. If you're interested in helping out, you can contact the Eagle River Chamber of Commerce.
Cranberry Fest isn't the only event happening in the Northwoods this weekend. Tomahawk is hosting its first Oktoberfest. Tomahawk Main Street is hosting the inaugural event. The nonprofit created the event after the success of its annual wine walk, and organizers wanted to try something new for the fall season. Steve Algram with Tomahawk Main Street says planning the event took a lot of work.
Many months have gone into planning. In fact, we started talking about over a year ago when we realized how much fun the wine walk was and how we wanted to do something a little bit different, something more fall-like. So, Oktoberfest, what could be better?
Tomahawk's Oktoberfest will begin Saturday at 2 p.m. in downtown Tomahawk. For information on tickets, you can visit our website, WJFW.com. Two local teams squared off in a high school volleyball game tonight.
Coming up, Saul Meyer will explain which bird flew the highest between Lakeland Union and Three Lakes.
Keep your home looking clean and beautiful with 11% off Dutch Boy paints at Menards. DuraClean exterior paint provides a weather-resistant coating with crack and fade resistance. Get a gallon starting at $32.89 after rebate. For exceptional adhesion and one-coat coverage, choose Dutch Boy Max Bond Plus exterior paint. It's a paint and primer in one that resists dirt, mildew, and repels rain 90 minutes after application. Get a gallon of flat exterior paint for $44.94 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards. The perfectly melted cheese, the juicier patty, the golden bun. It's all here. Bravo, bravo. Well, it was a second ago.
Hurry in for 30% off any purchase of $5 or more. Only in the app.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, I'm Jessica White-Wing Clark from Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. When I want the forecast for Wittenberg, I go to WJFW.com and check my hometown weather.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
Race fans, get your recap of the weekend races on Race Watch 12. Kate Heidemann breaks down the racing action Mondays on Newswatch 12 Today and Newswatch 12 at 6. Brought to you by Builder Service, Menke Buick GMC Mazda, and Next Step Prosthetics.
Celebrate fall at the Phillips Fall Harvest Festival on October 7th. Fun for the whole family. Craft fair, food court, fresh cranberries, craisins, fall specials, kids activities, music, and more. That's October 7th, downtown Phillips. Sponsored by the Phillips Area Chamber of Commerce.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block. Call SureDry. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call SureDry. Sticking windows or doors? Call SureDry. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call SureDry. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time. They get better with SureDry. Schedule your free estimate today.
Coming up, we'll be highlighting Catkins Animal Rescue for another edition of Homeward Bound.
Sounds very exciting, right? And cooler temperatures are moving in. Highs only in the 40s coming up. More when you tune in on your Friday from 5 to 7 a.m.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
It's October, so it's playoff season for fall sports. And we're not in the playoffs yet, but the regular season is winding down, and we've got a good old-fashioned Great Northern Lakes Conference showdown on a Thursday night. Lakeland Union hosted Three Lakes in an entertaining volleyball matchup. So let's see which team gave their conference some bragging rights on the volleyball court. In the first set, Lakeland Union is able to get the ball over, but not strong enough, so Three Lakes is on the attack now. But it doesn't matter because Ava Evenhouse and Kale Quaid are there for the rejection, just like on the basketball court. Stop me if you've seen this one before. Point T-Birds. But the Blue Jays responded. The libero, Jenna Erickson, with the ace to put them back in it. Later that set, an absolute massive spike from Meg Fannerstill. But a great defense from the Blue Jays, and they get it back over the net. But hey, how are you going to stop Ava Evenhouse, man? She spikes it into the ground for the kill. Lakeland Union wins a 5-set thriller, taking this one 3-2. Let's stick with some high school sports and move on over to the soccer pitch for our first set of area scores. Big Great Northern Conference implications on the line, and after a win from both Mosinee over Rhinelander and Lakeland Union over Medford, it's looking like it'll be those two teams battling it out for the conference title. And sticking with the GNC, there were a few teams in action in the pool as well. This Great Northern Conference race isn't as close for first place as it is for soccer, with Rhinelander pretty much securing their top spot as the team to beat in the conference. And a 131-37 win over Colby Abbotsford definitely helps their case. But how about the rest of the field? Well, Lakeland Union and Medford squared off, and the Raiders were able to swim away with the conference win, taking this dual meet 107-53. After dropping their game to the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Milwaukee Brewers were eliminated from playoff contention, and their season has officially come to an end. The Crew finished this year with 92 wins and clinched the NL Central Division for the second time in the past 3 seasons. However, it all came to an end when they dropped both games of their wild card series after taking an early lead. In Game 2, it was the 6th inning that won the game and the series for the Diamondbacks. And Brewers manager Craig Counsell says that sometimes that's just how the game turns out.
You know, that's kind of what a normal game where you expect, you're cautious that third time through the lineup with good hitters up at the top, and they made something happen.
Counsell also said that he wishes his team would have won the series after their great September that they had, because he thought that they could have carried that momentum over into October.
We're disappointed. I mean, these chances are sacred. They're for players that you get this window to have a great month of October, and so it hurts for it to be over.
The Brewers season is now over, and next up is spring training in March. And while one team season ends in Milwaukee, another one begins the very next day. One day after the Brewers season ended, the Bucks season began as they kicked off the practice for the upcoming season. Milwaukee held their first practice of the year, and it was a monumental one. It marked the first practice of the Adrian Griffin era, with him taking over the team as their new head coach a few months ago. And it's not only the start of the Griffin era, but it's also the first practice for Giannis Antetokounmpo and his new teammate Damian Lillard after they acquired him in a trade last week. We'll be right back after the break.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Get 50% off lists during the big fall home sale at Slumberland Furniture and one of our best finance sales of the year. Pay no interest for 3 years. Get this stylish sectional for just $7.99. Up to 50% off. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
At Lakeside Living Design, we've always got something stylish in store for you. Whether you're looking for high-quality custom upholstery, decorative accessories and gifts, or are designing your space entirely from scratch, you'll have a friendly designer by your side, sharing their expertise, helping you bring your unique style to life. So stop by, explore our showroom, and together we'll make your space feel just like home.
You have dreams to visit your grandkids, to start a small business, to spend time on the lake. The cost of a good healthcare plan should support those dreams, whatever they may be. They're your dreams. We're just here to help you live them. Aspirus Health Plan, a great plan for your best life.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor. Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese. But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious.
Nice.
Huge online auction, Conover, Wisconsin. Complete woodworking shop, John Deere Gator, ATV snowblower, hobby fishing kayak, snowmobile, antique home contents, sporting goods, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auction for more details.
NBC News Watch 12. News from where you live.
Get 50% off lists during the Big Fall Mattress Sale at Slumberland. Incredible deals like a twin mattress for just $99 or our own private brand Slumbercrest as low as $299. Plus Sealy Posturepedic mattresses marked way down. Only at Slumberland.
Candy giant Haribo, the inventor of the gummy bear, is entering a national contest for the best water tower mural. The German company commissioned this mural next to its first ever North American factory in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, which opened in July. The 121-foot tank features 11-foot tall gummy bears and 23-foot tall Haribo gold bears. The muralist spent 51 days painting it. It's one of 11 Wisconsin water towers competing in the contest. Anyone can vote at teaminic.com. The Rhinelander Freemasons dates back to the 19th century, with many of the city's founders being Masons.
For the first time in the Rhinelander Masons' storied history, their lodge will be turned into a haunted house. Our own Jake Force has the story.
We have 28 rooms that cover 3 floors, 2 hallways, lights, sound, fog, strobe lights, laser lights. We've got it all.
The Rhinelander Masonic Lodge will host their inaugural Fright Factory Haunted House every Friday and Saturday throughout October. Organizer Tony Jones and his fellow Masons have been working for nearly 2 years to put on the event that he says will not only provide fun for all, but will also help make much-needed improvements to an almost 100-year-old building.
We've got some very important improvements that need to be made. And this event is going to help us maintain this building for the next 100 years.
To protect the element of surprise that comes with any haunted house, Jones didn't want to reveal too much about the Fright Factory. He did say, however, that there won't be any blood or gore, and that the emphasis of the Fright Factory is on having fun.
There will not be any chasing of guests with chainsaws. This is entirely a jump out and scare you funhouse Fright Factory.
But Jones added that the event may not be suitable for everyone and advised parents to consider attending the Fright Factory with their kids.
We really would like to have 14 and older. If you are under the age of 14, please have an adult with you. It's like I say, it's not going to be scary and bloody and yucky, but it may be traumatizing. Not recommended for children under 10 for sure.
For anyone who still feels like they may be too scared, Jones said not to worry. There's a plan in place.
If you need it, we will have a package of Depends undergarments just in case.
Game Time Sportsbook is now open inside Mole Lake Casino.
Place a bet on your favorite sports team and watch them win on one of our 24 big screen televisions while enjoying amazing refreshments at our sports bar and lounge. Our casino floor has been updated with dozens of new and exciting game titles, as well as the new Casa Mexicana restaurant serving authentic Mexican cuisine. And don't forget about the coffee pot proudly serving Starbucks. Get your lucky break at Mole Lake.
It's Ford Truck Month. Time to defeat any task in a Ford F-150 with all the capability, productivity, and technology of Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. So get to Ford Truck Month and get into a built Ford tough truck.
Ain't nobody stopping me.
Lease a new Ford F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I started a dog walking business. Oh! No, it's just so funny! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
Scary that it can be put into anything. We can't even see it or notice it.
Music every weekend, never a cover, and drinks priced right. TV, pool, darts, and more. Happy's Pub in downtown Woodruff.
Well, Jeff, Dan, and Saul, everyone loves boating in the Northwoods. Well, one boater in Florida was shocked to find an uninvited guest on a yacht. This black bear was spotted on a catamaran boat docked at Naples Sailing and Yacht Club Wednesday night. Hopefully he packed the bare necessities for his trip.
That was a good one.
Have you guys ever spotted a bear while boating?
You know, that's my least favorite thing. My yacht is parked outside
in Naples,
and there's a critter on it. Yeah, in Naples.
I actually have spotted a bear boating, believe it or not. Alaska. I was in Alaska and saw one, a little black bear on the coast.
There's one over here on Hanson Lake.
I said hi.
Okay,
I was hiking on Hanson Lake and ran into a bear.
Yeah, there's bears.
That's scary.
They're around.
I almost hate it as much as when they're on my private jet, too.
Oh, yeah. Where's that one parked?
Or your
right next to,
Lamborghini?
it's on the yacht, so
You
I
don't
have
want
like
them
an aircraft
on your
carrier.
car.
You're not going to buy that $51 flight down to Orlando?
Wait, why need to? I can just park on my yacht down there.
All right, good deal. Well, the weather's nice out there now, but tomorrow it's going to be much cooler with high temperatures only in the 40s.
That's all you got? Come on.
We're out of time. We have to go.
I heard it wasn't a dry blitz.
We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye.
Choose one Hardee's English muffin with cheese, egg, and sausage, ham, or bacon. Then choose another for just $1. English muffin breakfast sandwiches. Now buy one, get one for $1. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
Don't lose sleep by choosing a mattress from just any store. Instead, visit the experts at your one-stop sleep shop. Hi, I'm Kristen from Sleep Central. We're the only store in the Northwoods to carry all of the name brands, like Beautyrest, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Serta, and all are ready for immediate delivery. We guarantee you'll find the perfect mattress at the perfect price. We also have a huge selection of bedding, futons, and accessories. We know how important sleep is, so stop on by and sleep better today. Sleep Central in Minocqua. Better sleep, pain-free, that's our promise.
Over the years, the attorneys at Habish, and Rotier have handled numerous cases involving the design and relative safety of child car seats. Because of this litigation, manufacturers have been forced to make these seats safer. We help change the industry, and our most precious cargo can now travel more safely. The skill expended to achieve this result is the opposite of one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
It's Ford Truck Month. Time to defeat any task in a Ford F-150 with all the capability, productivity, and technology of Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. So get to Ford Truck Month and get into a built Ford tough truck.
Ain't nobody stopping me. Lease a new Ford F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block. Call SureDry. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call SureDry. Sticking windows or doors?